B13 Body Wars. The words we use in everyday life are sometimes different to the words used in science. What in everyday life we call germs are often referred to as microbes or microorganisms in science. In these notes, the word microorganism will be used. Microorganisms include bacteria, fungi, and viruses. Bacteria and viruses are living things that are so small they can only be seen under the most powerful microscopes. Bacteria are single-celled living things. Viruses can only exist in the cells of other living things. There are fungi that are both large enough to see, like mushrooms, or so small they can only be seen through a microscope. Even though bacteria and small fungi can only be seen under a microscope, given the right conditions, it is possible to grow millions of them so that they can be seen easily. Most microorganisms are harmless to humans. Some microorganisms are useful. Some microorganisms are harmful. Our bodies provide good conditions for microorganisms to reproduce very quickly. If harmful microorganisms reproduce inside our bodies, they can make us ill. Harmful bacteria that reproduce in our digestive systems can cause food poisoning. Harmful fungi that grow on our skin can cause infections such as athlete's foot. Viruses that reproduce in our cells can cause many illnesses, including the colds that we get and the flu. Our bodies have many ways to stop or fight microorganisms. Our skin, chemicals in our tears and sweat, and acid in our stomachs all stop microorganisms getting in. Microorganisms can enter the body through our mouths, noses, or cuts in the skin. Our immune system fights any microorganisms that do get into the body. Some white blood cells can surround bacteria and kill them. Other white blood cells can make chemicals called antibodies that stop viruses from getting into cells, or there are some that can kill cells that have a virus inside them. To reduce the risk of infection by any type of microorganism, we should always wash hands after using the toilet, keep raw meat and cooked meat separate. In this way, microorganisms from the raw meat cannot get into the cooked meat. Keep salad covered in the fridge. This stops microorganisms falling into it. Make sure all foods are heated through when they are cooked. This kills any microorganisms deep inside the food. Clean knives and chopping boards very carefully after use. Even very small bits of meat or blood could carry dangerous microorganisms. If we have an infection that our bodies cannot fight, then there are medicines that can help. Antibiotics are medicines that can kill bacteria and fungi but not viruses. Unfortunately, some bacteria have developed which are not killed by antibiotics. They are called superbugs. To reduce the risk of superbugs developing, we should only use antibiotics when they are really needed. Always finish a course of antibiotics. If we are told to take 3 tablets a day for 5 days, then this is what we should do. We should not stop even if we start to feel better. Viruses are more difficult to fight. The best approach is for us to use medicines that stop us getting an infection in the first place. These medicines are called vaccines. When a nurse or a doctor gives us a vaccine, we say that we are having a vaccination or we've been vaccinated. Vaccines can make us immune to a particular disease. Once you are immune, you are protected from that disease. When we are growing up, we have many vaccinations. As a result, most of us have immunity to diseases including diphtheria, tetanus, whooping cough, measles, mumps, rubella, German measles, and polio.